Hey everybody, this is John Q coming to you from San Diego Comic-Con 2014. I'm standing here right now with Jeff Stokely from Boom Studios. Jeff, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Jeff, you've been working on something recently called The Storytellers, Witches. If you could, can you give us a little bit, tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's basically a 4-issue miniseries. Each issue is by a different creative team, and it's about a different witch on each issue. And I'm taking up issue 4,
Okay.
which is an unproduced screenplay script for a television series, which was The Storyteller.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it was an episode that they never aired, that they never shot, and I'm basically adapting that into a comic book format.
So hold on real quick. So the first 3 have been made into a show. Okay.
I don't believe the first 3 are based on actual Storyteller episodes. I could be wrong, but all I know is that mine is, and for the most part, what I'm aware of is that the other 3 are written and drawn by artists.
Okay.
So they kind of get creative freedom similar to how I do, but they probably get a little bit more. So it's kind of pretty cool.
All right. So now, if let's just say I've never heard of it, I don't know anything about it. You know, what's going to make me want to come and go out right now and download Storyteller Witches, especially the 4th episode, because that's yours.
Yeah. Well, the whole premise of The Storyteller is an old Jim Henson show. It's Jim Henson's The Storyteller.
Absolutely.
And it was this old man telling stories to his dog or to whoever would listen. And it was usually played by John Hurt, which is kind of awesome. I get to draw John Hurt. So, and it's really an exploration of myth and mythology and going back into the roots of these dark, creepy stories. Some of the best Jim Henson work is that dark stuff, you know. And my story in particular is about Baba Yaga and Vasilisa and her journey into the woods to brave the darkness and all this great old Russian folklore that I'm really drawn to. That Russian Slavic stuff, drawing the
good stories that you told your kids growing up.
Yeah, I get to draw the Schwarzwald, the Black Forest, and
Nice.
all this cool eerie darkness, and it's really an exercise of style and genre for me that I'm pretty happy to explore. So.
Is there anything else you're working on currently, or getting ready to work on?
Well, I'm working on that at the moment, and that will be out in December. And right after that, I'm gearing up for a new project with Boom, which I can't talk about yet. But
you know what? You and Ross yesterday, he said the same thing too. Okay. When will you be able to give us a hint? Let's see if we can get this out of you.
Well, I won't be able to give you a hint as to what I'm immediately doing next.
Okay.
But I can say that I will be working with Simon Spurrier again in the future.
Okay. All right. So we got a little bit here. Now, I guess what I'm going to ask next is the same thing I asked Ross, was when you are allowed to finally put out that press release or something like that, hey, this is what we're doing. Will you call us and let us know?
Absolutely.
We will make sure we can Skype with him. We will talk to him. You guys out there will go ahead and hear all this live from him. Now, I also picked this spot for a reason. The gorilla, which has significant meaning, especially because of this right now. You also worked on a comic called 6 Gun Gorilla.
Yes, with Simon Spurrier. It's a good.
You see what I did there? That's how we do it in the business, so to speak. So anyway, if you could tell us a little bit about that that you worked on.
Well, I wrapped that up earlier this year, last year, I should say. And it's very much a sci-fi western about a suicidal librarian who meets a gigantic gorilla toting a pair of 6-gun revolvers in a alternate dimension / reality world known as the Blister.
I like the way when we were off camera we spoke about it real quick, and I like the way you explained it, which was these people are sent. You know what? Here, you explain it the way you did to me. How they're sent, and it's a reality.
They're
reality show.
Basically, if you're feeling downtrodden or suicidal, you can sign up for this program, which is the Blue program, and this corporation, the Blue Corp, they send you to the front lines of this civil war that's happening on the blister, which is an alternate reality or dimension. We're not quite sure what it is, and implanted in their brains is a psychic tumor. That psychic tumor transmits all of your thoughts, feelings, and your basically what you're seeing, your visual whole spectrum, back to the people on Earth, who can then experience those emotions. They can experience the rush of death right as it's happening. It's creepy, you know.
I think of like Survivor and all those other shows, those reality shows, and I'm like, I don't want to feel the cold. I don't want to feel the heat. I don't want to feel hungry. Come on, I eat. So
the point is that society has come to a place where there's no more fiction on Earth, and they only live through reality. So they have to experience this just disgusting input of, they have to experience other people's realities, and it's really gross, you know, it's really disturbing. So a huge underlying theme that this suicidal librarian is trying to, you know, he represents is fiction is incredibly important, and that's an underlying theme of the whole book without spoiling too much. So
that's an amazing concept. I know I personally already downloaded them in I was excited because I downloaded them even before I knew I was going to talk to him, and this is even more exciting for me. So, hey, Jeff, I really want to say thank you very much for giving us a few minutes of your time. Jeff Stokely with Boom Studios, who's also working on Storyteller Witches. So make sure you go ahead and download that, or go out and actually get the comic. It's okay, you can do that too.
those come out in September.
And there we go. They came out in September. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Everybody, I want to thank you very much. This is John Q with ComicWow from San Diego, Comic-Con 2014. We'll catch you later.